What is going on, guys? It's Gospel Gamer here, and we are back on Chaos Child. And Kurisu entered the empty room, knowing there wouldn't be an answer. She started by wiping down the desk and then moved on to do the rest of the room, rest of the cleaning, the same as she always did. Nothing had changed in the room since Miyashiro had left. It was still filled with books, papers, and DVDs. Home was the place where Kurisu felt the most calm and relaxed. It was where she could be herself and be with her family. Her favourite time of the day was after dinner. It wasn't that she was uncomfortable at Hekio, but her personality was such that she always felt like she had to put her job first. And she liked the role she had at home with her family more than she liked the role she had in the outside world. As she cleaned the bookshelf, she saw a scrapbook. She'd seen it many times before, but she put it on the desk and started to flip through the pages. Takuru. The book was filled with information on urban legends and crimes that had taken place in Shibuya, and on the last page was a collection of magazine and newspaper articles. The magazine article was dated about 6 months ago, just before Miyashiro had left. And the newspaper article from 6 years ago is about the Shibuya earthquake. This was why Miyashiro had left home and gone to live at the Miyashita Park. The dates match exactly the dates of the 6 murders 6 years ago. They may be set up to look like suicides, but they're every bit as weird as the old killings. Something might be coming for him, or maybe Takuru was getting involved in something. As his older sister, she had to protect her little brother. But can I face what happened 6 years ago? There was a knock at the door. She tried to take a few deep breaths to calm herself before she spoke. Who's there? It's me, I'm coming in. Why do you look like you're about to cry? Huh? She quickly put her hand to her face. She wasn't crying. She took a quick breath to help her focus. What's wrong? You're acting a little weird during dinner. Was I? Sakuma looked at the scrapbook on the desk. Did he do something again? His voice was her father's. Kurisu put the scrapbook back on the shelf. Yeah, or no. I guess he hasn't yet, but he might soon. He hasn't changed a bit. After the cops took him in the love hotel, you tried to get him to stop, right? Kurisu nodded, remembering what had happened in the hallway that day. But he doesn't seem like he's going to stop. That's rare. He usually does what you tell him. That's because I didn't really. What? What's wrong? Sakuma sensed that something was wrong with Kurisu and sat down on the bed. He motioned for her to speak. Dad, how did he start opening up to me? I mean, the rest of the family. You know, when he woke up from his coma inside his rehabilitation, he would barely talk to us at all, right? That was true of you and Yuto too, right? And you, actually. We're not talking about me. I don't remember that far back. And is there even really a single reason for things like that? But he crossed his arms and seems to be trying to remember the past. Soon. I don't remember when he started opening up, but I do remember the first day he ate dinner with us. Oh. Kurisu realized that she remembered too. Even after he started his physical therapy and learned to walk again, for a while he kept eating dinner alone in his room. Sakuma had told him that everyone was supposed to meet and talk after dinner, but he'd use his poor health as an excuse to stay in his room. I remember that. What happened with that, actually? I think it was what you said. Huh? You remember how he helped with his physical therapy? He said he was a part of this family, so he would take care of him. Yeah? Miyashiro refused, but she told him there was no reason for him to be embarrassed now. She'd been in charge of cleaning his catheter while he was in a coma, after all. And then you started spending even more time with him. You've had the brother complex of yours for a long time. I told you it's not like that. And when he was finally able to do everything on his own, you came to me and asked if it wasn't time for him to go to school. Do you remember what you said? Kurusu tried to think, but she couldn't remember herself saying anything special. I guess he didn't go to school a lot before, but I'll make it so he can. If anyone bullies him, I'll get them back. You're kidding. She didn't remember that at all. It's true, remember what Yui just said? She definitely got it from you. You used to have an even sharper tongue than you do now. And he wasn't in the room, but he heard you say that, and that day he was eating with us. Well, he still didn't go to school that much, but even if he spent most of his time in the nurse's office, it was still thanks to you that he was able to graduate. As she listened to Sakuma's words, she could feel the terror that had been building inside her start to fade away. Instead, she felt a mixture of confidence, nostalgia, and joy. Did I say that? Mrs. Nono? What are you doing? What about you two? What are you doing? You always go to the bathroom. Why aren't you talking? I see. She smiled a little at Yuto's embarrassment. He couldn't go to the bathroom on his own at night. He'd always been shy and spent most of his time clinging to Yui, but the earthquake had given him mild scotophobia too. Hey, you two want Takuru to come back? Of course, we're a family. Yeah. We're going all cleaning of his big bro Takuru's job. And the shopping too. Oh, that's who I forgot. Kurusu laughed and looked around her missing brother's room and at her family. There was no change from what happened 6 years ago now. Yui? Yui? If anyone is mean to Yuto, get him back. Oh yeah, of course. She would just have to protect her family, so that they could live together again. Kurusu took out her smartphone and left the room, leaving her uncertainty behind. Are they gone? Sarika was sitting with her legs crossed on the cold floor, looking up at me. I put my ear up to the door to try and see if anyone was outside. It's safe, no one's there. Then let's give up and go home, my butt's starting to hurt. How about I give you a little lecture? A few years ago I saw this. I think it was on the news. There was a guy who was in the bathroom and the lock broke and he got stuck inside for 2 days. When they saved him, they asked him what it was like to be locked in the room for 2 days, and he said, I'm glad there was a toilet. There's 2 of us in here, so I can't go to the bathroom. Damn it, she was right for once. But she was right, I was reaching my mental limits too. It was past 10 now, which meant we spent more than 2 hours locked inside the bathroom. We're on the 5th floor of the Tokyo General Hospital, in the women's toilets near the lobby. We learned about in the club room this morning that the creator of the sumo stickers was here. Zarek and I had come to the hospital right after that. Each floor of the hospital had different sections, and each section had its own lobby, so we were able to go from each floor and gather information by talking to people there. Well, it was mostly Serika who did the talking. And then we heard someone in the private room back on the 5th floor who drew a lot of creepy pictures. I got excited and the person drawing the pictures might know something. But there was a problem. Namely, the ward they were staying in. There were 2 wards on the 5th floor. The first was a gastroenterological ward, straight down the hall from the lobby. But to get to the place we wanted to go, we had to take a right from the lobby and go to the psych ward. To meet with patients in the psych ward, you need permission from the patient and the hospital. If you weren't there to meet someone, you wouldn't even be allowed in. While we were sitting in the lobby trying to come up with a plan, visiting hours for the psych ward ended. Then hours from the gastroenterological ward ended too. And we had no good excuse for being there any longer. And that's how we got to where we were now. If I hadn't taken Serika's advice and chosen to hide in the women's restroom, there were stalls that were inevitably used more often. Someone would have gotten suspicious for us a long time ago. No, maybe they were already suspicious. Damn it, I wanted to get some more information before we left. When Ito saw a pair of the pictures at the club room, he proposed to start investigating them immediately. But I decided to temporarily leave that to him and visit the hospital. I didn't tell Ito where I was going or why. If he knew I was putting a priority on verifying information on the homepage run by a crazy man with no sources even given, he'd make fun of me. But I couldn't stop thinking about it. That's why I wanted to find something. My phone suddenly started to vibrate. Kurusu? I frowned when I saw the name. Damn, and at a time like this too.
Taku?
Taku? You're not going to answer it, Serika seemed to say silently. I decided to ignore the phone call. You're sure? I don't exactly have a choice. I'm sure if I answered it, she'd just be annoying again. Whatever it was, chances are it wasn't something I wanted to hear, and I couldn't exactly hold a conversation right now. Oh, we got another trigger. Positive. 2 hours, huh? I didn't know being quiet and doing nothing was so tiring. Serika had her arms crossed over her knees. She looked upset. Was I imagining it, or has she been really fidgety over the last 10 minutes? It's weird. It's weird! I never thought I'd be spending hours in a girl's bathroom still with you at this age. Don't say that. Just hang in there a little longer. I can if you want. But I don't think there's much of a point to this. Serika sighed a little. I looked away from her. I was starting to fidget a little, maybe because we've been talking about going to the bathroom. Taku? Serika sighed a little and slowly stood up. Listen, I need to ask you something. Ask me something? What was this about? Serika seemed really uneasy. Remember your lecture a moment ago? Oh, yeah. I said we could go to the bathroom because there were two of us? You did, and... No, never mind. Can I pee on you? I mean... Serika's head dropped. For some reason, she looked like she was about to cry. She was clutching the hem of her skirt tightly and shaking a little. What's wrong? It's nothing, really. Be like you're about to cry. Finally, she started to bite her lip as if she was trying to endure something. She really was acting weird. Serika normally wouldn't behave this way. What's wrong? If you don't tell me, I won't know. Serika just shook her head from left to right. She wasn't even looking at me anymore. What was going on? I didn't understand it at all. I'd never seen her like this before. Until just a moment ago, we were having a normal conversation. I grabbed her shoulder and peered into her eyes. Tell me, we've known each other forever, right? Can you trust me? She shook her head even faster. And at last she started to cry. Huh? I looked close and saw her cheeks were flushed red even. I can't take it anymore. What? You can't take what? Please, Taku, turn the other way. Huh? And then Serika's body shook violently just once. Until a moment ago she seemed like she'd been suffering, now she looked relieved and relaxed. What the heck? I suddenly looked down. She was still holding her skirt hem tightly. And there was a puddle at her feet. Not only that, her long knee socks were soaking wet. Was this? You didn't. Don't look. Serika begged me in a quiet voice. Don't look at me. I could smell a faint whiff of ammonia. It was so obvious now what had happened. But why didn't you say something? Why did you hold it in until this happened? Because I can't do the bathroom, there's two of us here. I can't do it in front of you, Why is this a delusion he just had? If that happened, I wouldn't know how to react. But Serica and I were in a situation where that could happen at any minute. Maybe it was time to go home after all. As that stupid idea crossed my mind. Okay, let's go to Taku. We can come back tomorrow. Serica stood up and rubbed her butt a little. It doesn't bother you. Huh? This hospital is... This was the hospital we snuck into a long time ago. Living from an urban legend called Amy. In the end, we'd had... Oh my god. In the end, we had to give up before we could figure it out. But if there was connection between the sumo stickers and this hospital... Sure, it bothers me. If we can find something out, I'd like to. But don't you think it's a better idea to give up now and come back tomorrow during visiting hours and wait another chance? Meh. Oh yeah. If we leave now, as long as we don't catch us on this floor, we can just walk straight. That right? This place had an ER, so it was open at night, and people would be going in and out. As long as we could get to the first floor lobby safely, we'd be able to walk right out. Damn it, maybe we didn't have a choice. Fine, let's just... My phone vibrated again. Again? Wait. I thought it was Curiosity calling me again, but it wasn't. I checked once and there was no one in the restroom. I answered the phone. Hello? I'm going to leave the episode here. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like in the section below. And if you want to see more of this, then do subscribe to the channel, as I upload every day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.